Maybe it's working now. Oh, good, it appears to be working now. Unplugged. Great. Barely got all that set up in time, didn't I? Hello, hello, and welcome to some Fog of Fear mini CTM map by Sandurs for 1.21.0. I'm a couple of months late to the party. This is supposed to be a Halloween map. Never mind. Fog of Fear by Sandurs 1.21 only. The objectives 3 and 0. Very short open world normal. I am one player. Graphics fabulous, sure. Let's turn that way down. Where is graphics on this thing? Over here. Fabulous, okay. We are not using any of those mods. Clouds off. Render distance 12. Fine. 12. Clouds are off already. Use vanilla client. I am survival mode only. Difficulty normal. Sure. That's what I usually go with anyway. No wall crafting. Dying. Not allowed to die. No dying allowed. No ender chest, exploring is key, have fun. As the fog rolls in each night, the forest holds its breath, waiting for the next soul to wander too far, caught between the realms of reality and nightmare, forever haunted by the fears that dwell within. Fog resource pack on Aware, Loot and Mobs, Slime King, Playtesters Vertigin, and Alitar. Oh yes, I see the fog now. It is very much everywhere. Well, it looks like we have some of the usual starting collecting of resources to do. I'm back! From my week away. What do we have in here? A whole bunch of cobblestone. Like, a whole bunch of cobblestone. Okay. Do we have any axes anywhere? We got swords, we got picks. Are we getting any axes? It does not look like it. Whew. It is good to be back. It is good to have the absolution stuff out the way finally as well. KVT had his whole playthrough all uploaded by the time I finally got around to doing that. Hope you like it. My holiday was good. The skiing part of the skiing holiday not overly successful. So, it was supposed to be cross-country skiing. And it turns out that I am not very good at keeping my balance. So I ended up falling over 4 times in the first hour. Turns out heavily compressed snow is still a fairly hard thing to fall on. And I ended up catching myself on my left wrist at least a couple of times. And, I mean, I've not had a doctor check it out or anything, but I'm pretty sure it's sprained. Or it was, anyway. So that was about the end of that. I wisely decided after the first hour that I had had quite enough of that, thank you very much. It's still a little bit twingy, even now, a week later, but it's getting better. It is definitely far better than it was. It is definitely good enough to the point where it doesn't impede me doing anything, which is nice. But yeah, the cross-country skiing bit was very much a bust. Which is fine. I kinda went into it, well, not hoping that it would happen, obviously, not really totally expecting it would happen, but I knew it was something that might happen. So I don't feel terrible about it or anything. There were still plenty of other things to do. Much walking to be had. And, I mean, it was cold, obviously. It was cold. But it only ever went as low as, like, -7, which isn't horrendously cold. When you have the specialist gear and the thermal underlayers and the padded jackets and everything. It was also about the same temperature in England. On one day, it was colder in England than it was over there. The hotel was nice, and the food was good, and it had a pool, which was very cool. So yeah, a great time was had. That's probably enough food, right? Do I really need to gather every single hay bale? Melted chocolate. None of that over there. Chocolate is not going to melt in that temperature. What's on this stuff anyway? When eaten, 20% chance for speed 1 for 16 seconds. Wow, trees. Bonk. So got a pretty nifty wrist brace. Which I'm not wearing anymore, because I don't think I really need it anymore. But I had that for the first 5 days or so. Be helpful. And I've still got it again, if I ever need it again. Where am I going in all of this fog? So far we have fog and we have trees. Hello. You drop some silverfish, do you? I should probably break the spawner first. Yeah. These mobs aren't dealing as much damage as I maybe would have expected, considering I have no armor. Okay, so they're not infested. That's not how they're making their silverfish. I guess they just do it after they're alive for a certain amount of time? Or... How do you make silverfish happen? I don't really have enough arrows to be wasting them on a random spider. Down from there. There's green grass over here. What does that mean? Does that mean anything? Let's see what the book meant about open world. Place sure is open. It sure is a world. 20% chance for haste 1 for 10 seconds. I guess I'll put it on the bar. kinda just trying to follow the left-hand wall here. How much does this... Okay, it does provide a decent chunk of food. And I managed to make a little bit of use out of the haste. Nice. I do very much like the fog. Provides a bit of an ambience. This is probably the kind of thing you can achieve in vanilla now. I've not actually ever looked what the pale garden fog looks like. I think it's pretty similar, isn't it? The fog in the pale garden biome works kind of like this at night. I don't know. I need to experiment with it a little. I made it the MHC for this month, and I still have no idea. Now we're somewhere a bit more boggish. Do I want to be here yet? Have I missed any objectives? Can we see anything through the fog? Is that a structure down there? It kinda looks like a structure down there. There's definitely a structure. There's a big Vex. There's more than one big Vex. Okay, where did you lot come from? And I guess I'm getting pretty lucky with the food RNG so far. There's two I've eaten and they've both given me haste. Very convenient. More cobblestone. I do not need. I already have 5 stacks of it. A little bit of armor. Don't see too much need to take more than one, because they're unbreakable. There's something else up there. We spawned a lot more zombies than the average spawner. But it particularly matters because they are one-hit kill. They're completely immune to light. They might be. Amplifier certainly didn't seem to slow them down. Sharpness, fire aspect. Cool. This place is large. This looks like it could be somewhat important. Ah, this looks like our monument. very important then. More food. More torches. Three objectives, and they really could be pretty much anywhere. We have a down. What have we got down here? Double chest. Containing... dig at these coordinates. Okay. -259 -13 is back this way. Right around here. Bonk. There's gravel. Is gravel promising? That's 13, 2, 5, 9. It's right here. How far down am I digging? Decent way down. I really don't want to dig straight down. Where am I going? Dude. Hello. You're a long way down here. What you doing? Okay, fine, good. Let me in. Let me in. Here, spiders. Pipe. See spiders. Torch. Okay. Going up. Hey! There's a button. Is that a teleport out? It is a teleport out. Is there anything else down here that I even want? Or can I just teleport out? Kinda thinking that might be all that's down here. And that is brown wool. That one. Am I placing it here or here? I don't know. Neither gave me any feedback. So it can go right there. Random blocks. Not terribly sure why I made myself a furnace. Do not think that I'm going to be using that for anything. All the food I'm being given is very much custom, bread aside. There is nothing to cook. Maybe try and speed up a little. Don't think I need to be too worried about the incidental random spawners scattered across the terrain. This looks a bit more treacherous, however. This is a lot of cobwebs covering the terrain. Bane of Arthropods 3. Okay. I've not encountered any spiders in the area yet. Emphasis on the yet. It's a cobweb-filled area, so you would expect them to be around somewhere. Speed! Is it really a 20% chance? Because it feels like that's triggering the effects a lot more than 20% of the time. Yeah. Yup, cobweb. Kinda difficult for me to judge how far away that was, what with all the fog everywhere. I don't think that's too far of a run back. Yeah, no, not at all. I already see the different kind of tree. It's what I did last Thursday. Winter walk. With a tour guide, pointing out the different kinds of tree and giving some little folktale stories about the different kinds of tree. And the ways you can use needles and leaves and nectar and stuff as ingredients. Quite interesting. So the day with the most steps. According to the phone's stepometer, that day of walking through the forest was 22,000 steps, which is a lot of steps. Power 2 multi-shot, that's a very good bow. It's an aspen. It looks like an aspen, it feels like an aspen, it's probably an aspen. It's a juniper. He had one of those. Pine trees. Spruce trees. Birch trees. Actually, I'm not sure if there were any spruce trees. There were definitely birch trees. Fir trees. I'm just surprised we haven't got any fir trees in the game here, yes. Fir must be one of the most common kinds of tree. I mean, I've not done a survey or anything. What the most common kinds of tree around the world are. Mangrove trees are quite common, I think. If the in-flight magazine was anything to go by. I don't remember exactly what country it said. I think it was Greece. If you put all the mangrove trees in the world together, it would be an area the size of, I think it was Greece. Sharpness, sweeping edge 3, knockback 1. Fine, I'll take it. Dig at these coordinates. Are all the objectives going to be like this? It's beginning to seem likely. 2 out of 3 to dig at these coordinates, then it's probably all 3 of them. Conifer trees. It's quite common, yeah. Coast redwood tree. That is not one I would have guessed. Not sure I even know what a coast redwood tree looks like. 205. And 240. 240. 205 is right here. Wow, it's quartz under here. That is not the block that I was expecting. Yeah. If it's Google's newfangled AI telling you that, it's probably wrong. That AI seems to be wrong about a lot of things. The AI likes to hallucinate. These are illusionary trees. Well, if the skiing was any indication whatsoever, I think my parkour balance would be just as poor in real life as it is in game. Let's not try and find out. Hop. And jump. And I see no need to engage with you. Let's simply leave. Cool. Yeah. My wrist found out. I fell over 4 times. Twice directly on the wrist. The left wrist. Did not have a good time. CTMC vet chat does already know this information. I'm too tall. That's clearly the problem. Center of gravity is too high. Clearly this is where the fault lies. It might be. It's a real possibility. Probably at least part of the problem. That and not really having too much prior experience with anything similar. Attempting, poorly, to learn cross-country skiing. Turns out compacted snow is still quite hard to land on. And you do not have very much grip with the cross-country skis on the compacted snow. Ravager trest plate. That's a good chest plate. I did wonder if this was Area 2 or Area 3, but yeah, this is definitely Area 3, if that piece of loot is any indication. Well, if I had applied any thought to the proceedings whatsoever, I would have also realised that already from the order I was getting the objectives in. Jumpity jump jump. Ravage ahead. Brr. Nice. I like the cattails. These things. Reeds. What do we want here? Ravager leggings. Equipped! Finding any offhands yet. Where am I going? See the edge of the map over there, so maybe this way? Oh. This looks promising. We have a thing with ladders. Paper. Yep. I knew it! Right, where are we going? -6 is... further... that way a little. And then... 220. It's a bit of a trek away from here. This way. Okay, 66 is here, 220 is in the water. Fog of paper. Yeah. You want me to dig down in the water? Okay. Acceptable. I really feel like I maybe should have made myself a shovel. The sunk cost fallacy is real. I've gone this far without a shovel, surely I don't need one. Surely I can just keep going. The trains are very good in Europe. I'm reminded of this every time I go there. Always on time, or very close to on time. Even with heavy snow everywhere. Always very affordable. Can I just drop down? There's definitely water down there. I see things floating in it. Okay, that's just frog light. I saw a light that is simply decorative. Yeah, had a nice couple of train trips. Went to Innsbruck for a day. Lovely place. No snow down there, though. There's only snow higher up. No snow in Innsbruck. And also the other direction. Quick trip across the German border. Mittenwald. Also very nice. There was snow there. You're a big mob. Not terribly sure why I'm placing torches everywhere. They're not doing a whole lot. Where's the objective box? It's underwater. Hello. Yoink. And there we have it. Nice, simple, pretty short map. That's the first thing back. Very cool. Yeah. Straightforward little map. It's alright. Can't really think of too much to say about it. Solidly alright. Good custom items. Fog's lovely. I want more fog in maps now. It adds something. Adds a lot of ambience. It's kind of a shame that they removed void fog all the way back when. Anyway, yeah. Can't think of a whole lot to say about this one. Pretty straightforward open world map. The coordinate papers are cool. Maybe would have preferred the lodestone and compass combination. The coordinates on a bit of paper feels a little bit old school. When that other option now exists, but it's fine. Really doesn't make much material difference. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, and until next time, I shall see you soon.